definitely a big winter. It's definitely taking its toll on a lot of things, on vehicles, windshields, just the driving in it, the roads being closed, not being able to get home from work.
We've had to unload shed roofs because they were bowing and getting ready to give way, cracked beams. So just having to climb up, and we've used these big giant saws to saw out chunks of the ice and snow.
This is second story. And it's level with the railing pretty much.
So this is the second story window, which I've never seen the snow this high, ever. We've been here 10 years and never anything like this.
You can't throw the snow anywhere without it avalanching back down onto where you've blown the snow. So that becomes the most problematic, is there's nowhere else to put it.
Over a 3-month period, California experienced 12 atmospheric rivers, which led to a historic season of rain and snowfall. These ARs brought upwards of 60 feet of snowfall to the state, power outages, flash flooding, and millions of dollars in damage across the West Coast. Joining us now is Dr. Andrew Schwartz from the Central Sierra Snow Lab, and we want to talk a little bit about how the 2023 season of snowfall was so unique. Can you explain that?
Yeah, it was absolutely a unique and one-off season for sure. We ended up at the Snow Lab here getting an enormous amount of atmospheric rivers that brought in 754 inches of snowfall, so about 63 feet of snowfall. And to put that into context, really there's only been one other year that was larger than that in the lab's existence, which goes back to 1946. And that other year was 1951, 1952, and they had 68 feet. So it was pretty remarkable because we kept getting these massive storms without breaks between them at times.
So since last year was so unique, 2023 having so much snowfall and it being such a costly event, one of the billion-dollar disasters that we had last year, do we really want something comparable? What would be a happy medium?
Well, as much as we love the water from last year, we don't want another year like last year. We have a lot of extra storage on our reservoirs here in California. We could still use more in areas like Lake Mead and Lake Powell. But realistically with this year, we're really just hoping to get to average, which here at the Snow Lab is about 30 feet of snowfall.
And so now as we're moving into the 2024 season, can you talk about what's happening now and what we can expect moving forward?
Well, we haven't seen the same start to the season that we did last year, right? We've seen a lot less snowfall coming in. We kind of are in a snow drought at this point, a little bit of a moisture deficit. Luckily, a lot of the moisture that came in last year is still sitting in our above average reservoir, so we don't have to worry about it too much yet. With that being said, it does look like we might have more of a dry pattern, so we're really just trying to get up to average at this point.
So what do you think that Californians need to do to prepare for this upcoming season, and what lessons can we learn from last year?
I think we were really kind of given a gift by nature last year that we had all this abundant water, and we need to kind of remain in that frame of mind that it was kind of a one-time thing, and we're not counting on that happening again. So we really need to ensure that we're still conserving our water, especially going into a year when we have been a little bit dry like this one. So keep on conserving the water, make sure we're managing our water as good as possible, and just kind of remain optimistic that we'll keep getting some moisture here into the winter and spring.
That's such an awesome point. I think out of a lot of the people that we spoke with from our last series of atmospheric rivers, even though it caused a lot of destruction, it caused a lot of havoc to people's lives out there, everybody thought, this is good. We need this rainfall. We need this water. We need this snow. So thank you so much for your time. And we look forward to speaking to you again in the future about what we can expect moving forward.